watching and welcome. On today's video, we are going to be doing the TikTok viral hyper-realistic extensions. So it has been a while since I have done just a nail video. Like 2 videos ago was my last nail video, so I'm super excited to get back into it. And I've been wanting to really try out this hyper-realistic Gel X extension hack. So it's supposed to be super simple. You just put on the Gel X nails and you try to get a color that matches the ends of your nails to try to make your nails look like longer and make the Gel X extensions look natural. I already have my nail tips prepped and sized. Don't ask why they're on this little case, okay? It was the first thing I saw. And I'm going to be showing you guys how I got these nails to look like this and how I prep them so they can look as natural as possible. So here are the tips that I am using. These are from Temu and they're just some short square nail tips. Here one is. And how I prep this is, of course, size out my tip and then go ahead and file this little tab off, but I also filed a little lower than that as well, just so they can look a little shorter because I don't want my natural nails to be this long. Then to make it look even more natural, I went ahead and filed the corners to be a little bit more round. And lastly, I went around the cuticle. This is honestly, to me, the most important part. I go ahead and I file down the cuticle area just to be a little bit thinner so it blends into your natural nail a lot more naturally. And now this part is super thin and it's going to blend into your natural nail a lot better. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how I prep my nails to pop them off right after. So you want to use some cuticle oil. I barely have any of this left, but we're going to be using this cuticle oil today. What you want to do is just drop it on all of your nail beds, rub it in. And then I personally have a dedicated top coat to this because you don't want the cuticle oil getting into your top coat and then it like messes up all your other nails when you put on top coat. And so you just want to go ahead and put a thin layer of top coat on. You want to make sure you clean around the cuticles and around the nail, just making sure there's no gel polish on your skin. So just looking at it, these nails fit perfectly. I am so excited. This is going to look so natural. Hopefully, once we stick them on, I'm going to be using this Savilan 6-in-1 UV gel glue. I like to paint it right where the nail bed is going to be. How much you put and where you put it does depend on your nail bed and the nail tips that you're going to be using. If they're flatter, you're definitely going to be needing less gel, and in some cases more gel. And if it has a bigger apex, you're definitely going to be needing more gel. So after you go ahead and put on that gel, I like to go ahead and just press the button on the nail lamp and then go ahead, start from the cuticle and slowly push down and then go ahead and put it in your lamp. Okay, so the application was quite good, but it's extremely crooked. I don't know if that's my filing, but I'm going to go ahead and fix that later. Now we're just going to continue and do the same thing with the rest of the nails. Okay, so now that all of the nails are on, I got a pretty good application with no air bubbles, which is exactly what we want. We don't want these to look like gel eggs, we want them to look as natural as possible, so having no air bubbles is perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and fix any of the nails that might be too wide, like this one I feel like is a little too wide, and any of them that are crooked. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Now I'm going to go ahead and wipe these nails down. Okay, so now that the nails are looking a lot better and more natural, I'm going to go ahead and mix the natural nail bed color. So I don't know what colors I'm going to be needing for this, but I'm just going to go ahead and pull out a bunch of them. I know for sure we're going to be needing a lot of white. I might even want to make it a little bit transparent. So here are a bunch of colors that I just pulled out. I pulled out this Fifth Avenue shade by Madame Glam, this Glam Volcano from Madame Glam, this Spectra Yellow by Beetles, this White by SXC, and this like yellowish orange by SXC, and a Madame Glam base coat. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and see how we're gonna make this. I'm gonna start off with a white base. That looks like enough. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put just a little bit of clear because I kind of want them to be transparent. A lot of people's nails are a little transparent and they're not like super completely opaque. I think about 2 drips is gonna be okay. You might have to add some more later. Then I think Fifth Avenue is like a really good one to add. I think that's just about enough. That actually might be too much, but we'll have to see. I think maybe a little bit of this yellow, just a small bit would do good. Okay, let's go ahead and mix and see what we come out with. Okay, I think the shade is a little too yellow, but I think we have a good base. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more white and I think a little bit more clear. Okay, I think this is actually a really good color, but it seems like it's gonna be super opaque. So maybe just like a thinner layer will work, but I think that this is a pretty good color for this. Okay, so this actually happened a lot quicker than I thought it would. We got a pretty good color, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint this on. For this, you're just gonna go ahead and paint like a more shallow French tip. Okay, so this is how the first nail turned out. The French tip is not perfect, but I realized that for a lot of like natural nails, that line is never like super perfect. So I think this is pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same to the rest of these nails. I hope this is like a natural enough color. I don't know. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put a second coat on. I have no idea what happened when I wiped these down with alcohol. It's just like a lot of it came off. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my second coat on. Okay, so this is how they are looking. This is literally 4 coats. It took me so long to get here, but we are here now. So now I'm going to go ahead and just throw on a layer of, actually, I think I'm going to put glossy top coat and then a matte top coat. Okay, so here are the nails all shiny, and now we are going to do the grand finale to see if these actually look natural. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put on the matte top coat. I just wiped the nails down to get rid of that tacky layer. Okay, so these nails are finally done. This took so long and it's honestly very tedious to try to get them to look even remotely good. This mix was actually awful. There was something in here, I think it might be the white gel liner that was making the nails like the color wipe off every single time. So it was very difficult, but I'm happy it's over. So I'm gonna go ahead, put on some cuticle oil. I don't think I'm gonna do any rings today. And here are the finished nails. Okay, so here are the finished nails. I don't really like them. I think they're super messy, and honestly it's mainly because of I think it was because of the gel liner brush that I was using, as well as the gel itself. It was all just like a really bad combo, and so yeah. I never want to redo these nails again though. This was actually, I don't know, it just wasn't a fun experience. Look at them from afar and, you know, you can see some type of goodness in them. So comment down below if you guys think these look like natural nails. To me they don't, but that could be because I was the one that did them and saw the entire process. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, tell a friend, subscribe if you're not already, comment. I'd love to read your guys' comments, and yeah, bye.